live. Let's see here. I can get into the right channel here. Oh, that made me jump. So yeah, the air compressor is probably going to cycle a little bit. Okay. Boy, that's loud, huh? Let me switch accounts. And where am I? Wow, crazy. That is so loud, huh? Wow, that's loud. I didn't realize I should have had it in the backyard. I do have a way to put it in the backyard, but I don't have it set up. I can probably roll it back there, but it's out here now, so here we are. Let's see here. It's not showing that I'm live on this thing. Well, maybe, I don't know what to do about that. It says I'm live right here, though. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. Okay, I'm going to start off with a light brown. And I guess just put a little bit in there, huh? Should do it. So what I'm using is it's a Master G79 airbrush. And it has a trigger. Usually they have the little thing, that trigger up here, and you push down, starts the air, and then you pull it back to start using the dye. So I guess this adjusts how much dye comes out, or paint, whatever media you're using. It's already getting hot out here. Let's see. Cool. I probably should put probably should have put some gloves on. Ooh. So I used to be a journeyman painter back in the day when I was a kid. I grew up painting and joined the painting union. My grandfather was the business rep. It's acting funny. I'll shoot myself in the face. Maybe I should take this part off. I'm already sweating bullets here. Let's see how that looks. Am I already out? Huh. Isn't that something? Well, I already used it up. Guess I gotta put more in it than I thought. I'll put a little bit in there because I kind of want to make it darker. Well, nobody can find me like they can. So I guess I can put this back on too. I was going to say, what could go wrong, right? Do a live. Do a live. Use the airbrush for the very first time. What could go wrong? So I was a journeyman painter, and I have years on an airbrush with a trigger, or really not an airbrush, but a airless, and also a conventional spray rig. I painted metals, wood, all kinds of stuff, sandblasting, but never used an airbrush. Oh yeah, much better. Whoa. Okay, one thing I do know, when you're using an air or any painting, anything painting, you don't want to start the spray right on the thing you're spraying. Like you want to start over here off of it, and then you want to come into it, and then you want to stop on the other side. Never turn it on and go like this. It'll just come out it's coming out real even, so much even. So it's hard to do with the phone right here. So once that dries, that's going to dry a lot lighter than it is. But I'm going to leave it right there. And I can't really put the dye back in the bottle because it's one of these stupid bottles with that kind of sucks. Oh no. Okay, how much do I have in there? Oh, not very much. Maybe I should just use it up, huh? Let's try going this way. And I'm outside, otherwise I would be using a respirator. There we go. Okay, so I got this little cool thing. Got this little cool thing right here. Let me set this to the side. And get some water. I probably don't have to clean it out very much. I'm going to use this up, and then that air compressor is going to make me jump again. Isn't that cool? They have these at Harbor Freight, these little airbrush bottles, cleaner bottles for $2.97. So far, I'm not a lot of money into this. Cool, let me run a little bit more through it. But, so I've been looking at doing this for about, I don't know, 4 or 5 months, thinking about it for 6 months. And finally just was looking for them, and like this airbrush right here is $79. But so this is $79, and I was looking online at them. And I found that airbrush for $20, brand new. And you know, I'm like, wow, $20. That's not that that's not that bad. I had to wipe my face off. I'm sweating. I'm gonna run this in here a little bit. Sweet. Okay, so yeah, so then, you know, I found the airbrush and I bought it, and I started looking at airbrush compressors for airbrush. And for a decent one that has a tank, they're $100 and up. So, and the one I was looking at was $200. And I thought, man, 200. That I wonder if I could airbrush with a regular compressor. You know, like a shop compressor. So, yeah, so this is what I just put on there. EcoFlow. And it's a light brown. I'm not sure if that's, I guess when it dries, it'll be, I need to up my skills here. I got a couple of heavy spots. And the more dye you add, the darker it gets. So right here, I have some Angelus, and this is just straight brown. I'm not sure if this is water-based. I'm hoping it's water-based. So I don't really want to I don't have anything to clean oil with here. But here we go. Wow, okay. Put this brown in here, and I'm not going to use very much brown because the idea is just to go around the edges of this piece of leather.
Alan,
Ooh,
can you use this for some of your stuff?
I sure
Stuff in?
can. Yep. Check out my airbrush setup. Let's start doing dye.
What are you doing? You're dyeing the leather, are you?
Yeah. I'm getting it all over me.
You need to buy some little rubber gloves to put on.
I have them and I didn't use them like a dork.
That's right.
But yeah, I picked it up.
Where's your little air gun at?
I found it online.
Oh, did you?
They're like $79, $80. Found it for 20. And then I picked up the compressor, and I was gonna buy one of the little airbrush ones. They were like $100 and $150. The one I wanted was $200. A shop compressor, used.
Well, you can adjust it down for it.
Yeah,
And you can probably
$80.
adjust it up here too.
That's what I got as the air regulator for it right there.
Chich, can you beat that?
No, I'm gonna enjoy the heck out of it too.
All right, go over and do my edging some more.
All right, I bought a weed whacker, so we're gonna start weed whacking. We're gonna get to that backyard.
Keep that tree out down.
Yeah. Like I bought a drill so I can drill into
You
it.
need to cut it down first, then get into the roots.
I don't have a way to cut it yet, but I'm gonna at least try to pour some stuff into it and
Well, then
kill
they got
it.
to cut the whole tree down.
He left it laying. He cut it all up and then took off. He said, "I'll be back. We'll clean it up." But,
Oh, okay.
that's how it goes, though. He was cheap. You get what you pay for, right? Get what you pay for. All right, so boy, that looks on camera. That looks not quite what I was after. Let's see. I think I got too much air coming in there out of this thing. Let me adjust it. Wow, it's way up. Let me turn it all the way off. Okay. I think that's what my trouble is. Well, I'm pretty sure that'll dry lighter. The idea is to get the outside edge dark and leave it light on the inside. I think I'm about out of dye here. My neighbor just brought me a plastic drawer for supplies. So I guess that kind of did work. You know, and I probably should put some gloves on. Let me see here. Got some somewhere in here. So he brought me this plastic drawer system. I'm gonna use it. It's pretty cool. It's on wheels. Hey, pretty snazzy, man. Well, I'm doing good. I got 0 people watching me, so I don't feel bad that. I don't feel too bad about having neighbors come by, and it's live. Hey, what could go wrong, right? What could go wrong when you're live? I'll tell you what could go wrong. Neighbors don't know how to use your airbrush. Oh, I'm sweating. So it seems we're going to have over 100 degree weather for the next few weeks. It's like I'm ready for fall. I really am. I'm really not ready for winter, but I'm definitely ready for at least for it to cool off a little bit. Yeah, I bought large last time, and I couldn't get them on. They were too small. So I had to buy extra large. They seem to be just right. So now I'm not going to get myself all dyed up. And it looks like you wipe your butt with your fingers when you're working with brown dye, because it's leather dye, right? It's leather dye. So leather dye is skin. I mean, leather is a cow skin. That's kind of cool. I like that idea of like the sunburst or darkening it around the edges. But yeah, this is cow skin, and we're made out of skin, so it dyes our skin too. So I probably should have stayed closer to the edge and not bled over, like went into the flowers. So this is what I got. What I'm due so that I can run this into the garage. I can run this out from the back where it's not so loud. I put a 50-foot hose on it, but I brought the air compressor out here just because I couldn't figure out how to plug it in. And I can plug it right to my bench right here. But this is a regulator, and I have it set to 30. About 30 pounds. 30 psi. This is made by Master. It's the same company that made the airbrush. And you pull this up. Oh, I have it up, huh? No? Yeah, I do. So I can turn it down. Like, that's probably what I should have done. It'll move that needle. Well, it's supposed to move that needle. There it goes. So I guess that's about 20. I'm going to just go up just a little bit more. So I turned it way down, huh? Okay, let's see. 25. Yeah. There we go. So I bought that. That way I can adjust it how I like it. Let's do this. Let me move my leather piece. That's just a piece of scrap. And I was practicing on it. I have a feeling this is an oil base. We shall see. I need to buy some paint thinner then, if that's the case. Yeah. So far, I had to buy that little piece over there, the air regulator. The air regulator was 15. Then the little fittings, quick release fittings, those were 11. Air compressor 80. And the airbrush 20. So I'm a little over $100. And I have a really nice, what I think is a nice little setup here. Yeah. Yeah, it's oil. Well, I'll spray this through and then I'll wipe it out. I'm gonna have to get some thinner. Like, what could go wrong, right? Tell you what could go wrong. Everything when you're live. I'm expecting that air compressor to kick in. It'll catch me by surprise, of course. Yeah, and I didn't even think when I got this dye out that it might be an oil base. And you're using daubers, it doesn't matter, or a sponge, just you can throw it away, buy cheap stuff. Guess I'm gonna have to make a little trip to the hardware store. Happy Labor Day, everyone. This in here, and probably people that are airbrushing are like, no, don't do that. Please, you're breaking your stuff, man. Guess it's kind of clean. Yeah, that right there, that leaked a little bit. Got the needle. I want to make sure you don't. See, I know enough to know that you don't want to bend that or damage that. That's actually what this little thing is for. It protects the needle. So I'm pretty jazzed here. I'm pretty jazzed. So, quick release. I have everything set up for quick release. Okay. Guess it really doesn't look oily. I'll do a real thorough cleaning later on, off camera, after I finish this up. So let's look at this. It's starting to dry. Now, if I would have done that with daubers, it would have took nearly an hour to dry. It looks like it's already drying. This is one of my favorite designs. It's called the Wild Rose. I love it. And then I have some paints. I'm going to be experimenting with the paints too. So that turned out pretty good. I'll be making some knife sheaths and all kinds of cool stuff here. And I'm going to use this airbrush to do different things. I also have some stencil type things I bought, and the idea was to trace that and then carve it and tool it. But it didn't work out very well, and I didn't know what I was going to do with those stencils. I have some hot air balloons, deer, different animals, and different things. But I think I can. I think when I make some of these, I'll show you. Like when I make the bigger things, I can actually put the stencil on the leather and then spray the dye so that it'll be darker all around, but the hot air balloon will stand out. And I can even do the same technique with this, where you make it lighter in the middle. So you go around the edge and you have a hot air balloon. Then later on, I could even use paint and put the stencil on there and go over the balloon and make it different colors. I'll be playing with that, and I'll do some lives with that as well. Well, guys, I have a feeling this was a success. Few things, an interruption, and I think an oil base dye. Yeah, so this airbrush, what's in there right now, I think, is I have different size needles. So for a large pattern, and also for the larger needle, which is a 0.5, I have a bigger cup. And then for the small one, so I'm using, this is a 0.8. This one's for the 0.5. This is for the 0.3. It doesn't have a lid to it. It came like that. But you have your tips. Yeah, see, here's the 0.8. This one, I think this is the 0.3. Yeah, the smaller one's the 0.3. You got your wrench to take the thing apart. And then these are the needles. So here's the 0.8. And it's a needle. Let's pull this out and check it out. And this is what it looks like. You want to be really careful you don't bend it. And you don't want to mess up that point. So I'm pretty pleased with this. So we're not going to throw it in there real hard. Just going to go like that. Like that. So, that's it. Since I don't have anybody with me to talk to, I will be sharing this. And, wow, that lid just doesn't stay on there very well. I guess it really doesn't matter, because I'm probably not going to use it very much. Do it without it. I need to get some thinner and clean that. Kind of leaked out. So I'm going to also do some tooling using the same setup. Right now I'm using the swing arm that this phone is on. I'm using the wireless mics. The Rode wireless mic system. It is great. BZ, I love you guys over there. This is something I would have never, ever, ever been able to afford. It would be like watch videos and just dream about having something like that. So I'm going to be doing things on this channel, leather, all the things that interest me, not so much Bigfoot, even though I am going to do some Bigfoot stuff, just the things that interest me, right? And today was airbrushing. I'm going to do some more airbrushing with it. I'm going to play around with it today, go get some thinner and clean this up. And it was fun. I'm glad it didn't go real bad. It actually is starting to dry, and it's doing exactly what I wanted it to do. See all that intricate detail? That's what I like about leather, is all these little lines in there. Even the lines in the petals, all those are hand cut, each one individually. And all I do is draw the outline of the flowers, the leaves, and the stems, and then I cut it out and I tool it. And I think it's beautiful. And I'm gonna love this airbrush. It looks like it was spitting a little bit right in here, huh? That might be the leather though. Skin is never perfect. But I'll play around some more. I think I'm going to turn the air down a little bit so I have a little more control. And then this is a piece of scrap too. It's not your best leather to use. I even have some black. I should try some black. You guys want to see some black? Let's try it. Let's try some black. Just because we can. And it's water based. Let's get this out of here. Let's shake up the black. We have some Anglers jet black. Let's try that. Let's shake it up a little bit. Okay. Yeah, my neighbor would have freaked out if he would have known that he was live on YouTube. Although there's nobody watching, so it's no big deal, right? At least now, for now. On my other channel, it might have been a little bit of a bigger deal. See, I don't really have to put the cap on it. I can actually, but I will because it's black. Don't want to mess up too bad. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Now I can hold it. See, that's what I should have been doing. Start off out here and okay, the black is pretty cool. That's what I was doing. You kind of want to start off on the edge out here and figure out where you're spraying before you come in on it. Well, this is the back of the leather. See, and if you get in closer, I could actually get in closer and I can make it real dark. Huh. Let me try a little bit more of that. Oh, I still got some. Let me put a little more just in case. Is this the jet black? Yeah. Woo! That's a lot. Guess we're gonna really make it black, aren't we? Okay, I'm gonna put the lid on it. Alright. Okay, so you can get really close. Let's see if I can show this. And you can make a finer line. So I can actually go around those flowers and stems with different colors. And oh, that's cool. It's covering really good. Whew, stinky. I probably should have got the mask because I don't really want to breathe this. Let's turn our air down. Too much down. I know what I can do. Let me turn this fan on and I'm gonna blow this away so it doesn't blow into my face. There we go. Yeah, that's better. I can see how I stamped it. You can see the rose pattern in there. Huh. This is going to be so cool. I would have used twice as much dye with a dauber doing this. So the idea is when you're painting, you want to move it like this. You want to try to stay the same distance away. You never want to go like this. When you go like this, when you get right there, it's lighter, and then when you get right here, it's going to be really a lot of dye, and then as you go like that, it's going to lighten up. So you're going to have big spots. The same if you start right here. Say you start right here and then go to here. If you go like that and you start like that, you're going to have a barbell. You have a dark spot where you started, and you'll have a dark spot where you ended. So if you start on the outside and then go across at the same distance, you will have more even coat. Black isn't so bad if you're just going for a straight black. When it dries, it'll pretty much be even unless you're really messing it up. Remember, it's scrap. So I'm just playing around. So how does that look? Huh? Let me see here. Cool. Let me put some water in it. I'm having a lot of fun making a big mess, right? it's cool that I can go live. I want to thank you guys for giving me 50 subscribers, actually more than that now. Okay, when my air compressor is going to kick on and make me jump. I have a feeling this is also a thinner base or oil base, and I need thinner. I'm sure of it. I would bet money. Yeah, it is. I'm just making a big mess. See, that's what you don't want to breathe. This atomizes or molecularizes the particles so fine. When you breathe it in, yeah, it's gonna need some thinner. When you breathe that in, it is totally going into your lungs, and it is not good for you. So don't do what I'm doing, okay? I'm gonna get a breather filter today, because I don't want to breathe this shit. This especially, this oil base, it's nasty. Clean your nose, and it's all brown or black, whatever you're using. Okay, let's see how the black looks like. Putting black around the edge, just a light coat. That makes it the center brighter, doesn't it? That's kind of cool. Well, guys, I think this is it. Stay tuned. Keep an eye out, because I will be doing a lot more on this channel. Yeah, that's most definitely an oil base. I can taste that. Wow. All right, everyone, have a great Labor Day. I love everybody, and we'll see you soon.